Well, a very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Ken Rampersaud Show on Island Zone Radio. Um, Actually, today I'm now setting up my studio, and I did the flooring. I did my lights. Um, the only thing that's really left is to set up my audio. The truth of the matter is, I can't find my music system to my iPod. I don't know what I did with it. So that's why I could not play any music today. But coming next week, I'll be able to play some music for you guys. Would not be a long show, but I plan to be now that place is getting cold to be consistent. Um, and I want you guys feedback. Let me know what you're seeing and how you like it. I'm always open for criticism, constructive criticism, how I improve this radio show. Again, you're watching the Ken Rampersaud Show on Island Zone Radio. And I plan to be on every Monday night, except holidays, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know with the time change is different. It's now probably it's 9, just after 9 o'clock in our beloved Guyana. So it's difficult, but I want to say that thank you so much for all of you have watched last week's show. We have amassed over 4,000 viewers, and it's important because um, talking about medical stuff, how we could help each other, how we could help ourselves, it's important. And share this with your friends and your family. So again, sorry, don't have any music to play tonight. Um, and it's really helped me out when I have to play some music because then I get to rest my throat. As you know, my allergy always acting up on me. um, but tonight I want to extend my deepest sympathy to two family. One is Sherry Algredo. Her mother passed away in Trinidad yesterday, and she was buried. As we all know, that Sherry Algredo loved her mother and her father, and unfortunately, this is life. Her mother passed away yesterday in Trinidad and was buried. Also, Miss Atina from she is in Michigan, who hails all the way from on the west side in Guyana, the Kendron. Her grandfather passed away a couple of days ago. He was 101 year old. Isn't that something to live so long? So, on behalf of the Ken Rampersaud Show, I would like to extend our deepest sympathy to Atina and Sherry. And from what I'm hearing, Atina's grandfather was a great soul. He did a lot of things for Guyana and for the people on the west side, especially. He was a member of the PNC party in Guyana. He also built churches and schools and so on. So was a great soul, a great loss for the people of Guyana. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Ken Rampersad Show on Island Zone Radio, which will be here every Monday except holidays. And like I said, I see more of you tune in. Um, Give me a feedback. Let me know how you guys like this. Um, if you like the screen where you were seeing, there's always room for improvement. Next week, you guys, next week you guys will get some music, and I want to say thank you very much to DJ Hurricane from Canada. Thank you very much for tuning in, my brother, and continue doing your great job too. um, so last week we spoke about HIV/AIDS, and like I said, I'm so grateful that so many of you tune in to the program. And so I thought to myself, I didn't get to talk a little bit about when you just get the diagnosis of AIDS, you know, how to deal with it. And so, what I just remembered to the toy drive right here in Little Guyana was such a superb thing. I'm so happy that I was part of it, with Melina Sanachar, and Island Zone Radio, and a couple other people. I'm sorry I didn't pull up the names, to show you guys what a great work these people are doing. And David M. Singh, good evening, sir, and thanks for all that you're doing too. And it's beautiful thing when we come together as a community, helping building each other up. It's a great thing. And so many Guyanese children will benefit from the toy drive yesterday, and it was in collaboration with a couple of people. So continue to give in, guys. It's a beautiful thing. As we know, David said the Bible always is right. It's a blessed thing to give. It's better to give than to receive. And Christmas is coming up. As Christmas is coming up, it's a good time to give. And I try to give all year round. Especially when you give to children, you get more blessings. So continue to be kind and to be a good soul in this world. Um, you know, I didn't plan to say this, but Lord Jesus, I can't tell you that there's so much problems in this world. There is so much negativity, and so I applaud all of you, ladies and gentlemen, um who is going out there and is making an effort in making this world a better place. Nothing like goodness and kindness. I don't seem to get it why people wants to get involved in the negativity, in dragging people down, in bad mouthing people, whatever it is. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, continue to be good souls and spread love. Joni Mohabir, a very good evening to you. Thank you very much. MK Home Renovations, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks, everyone. Like I said, I am now for the first time using this studio, a special studio for me. And I feel so comfortable in this studio that I have. Nobody's going to interrupt me. It's very secluded. Um, I just finished the floor. If you go on my page, you will see I finished my lighting. I like the lighting, how it look. Let me know how you guys like it. Um, thank you, DJ Hurricane, for all that you do too. So next week I'll be having some good music for you guys to listen to rather than listen to me all the time. So last week, yes, we talk about AIDS, and why I talk about HIV AIDS is because in Ghana there is an increased rate of AIDS. So I want to address that, and also we know that there is a problem with people, a lot of people with renal failure, kidney disease, and so on in Ghana. So many people are getting hemodialysis in Ghana. So I'm trying to get some people who here in the United States, Guyanese and anyone else, would like to share their story, who's on dialysis and who has renal failure. How can we help tackle this problem of failure? And how can we help people who is on dialysis? These are good information to get. um, so I'm going to have a show today, this short show today, and we're going to continue from last week since we know that AIDS and HIV is on the spread in Ghana. I think there was 449 cases that was reported last year, 2024. And I was talking to a nurse yesterday, and we were talking about what about those cases who people have not reported? And out of the 449, imagine that they too are spreading this. So I want to encourage people, if you know that you have a STD, if you have HIV AIDS, the best thing to do is always practice safe sex. And safe sex, um, make sure you wear your condom. Hey DJ Fest, how you doing, brother? Let me know how you like the what you seeing tonight. And like I was saying to our viewers that next week we will have some good music to in between so that you guys could get to hear what's going on. um like I said, I could not Thank you very much, Victoria V. Thanks for tuning in. And Shahid Shahid, thank you so much for tuning in. Um, and I like the lighting too. Yeah, I am so comfortable in the studio, and I'm planning to probably do one, two extra show informational stuff and one, two joke too. Yeah, I look like I'm in CNN studio right now. Well, of course, I'm going to change the background and I'm going to make it a little more personal, like how I like things. So, yes. So, I want to say thanks to Shahid Baksh. I listen to him on Island Zone Radio in the morning. Um, and so he is contributing so much to Island Zone Radio. Yes, thank you very much. Now, the problem is that I have to get Fest to get me some music on a disc or something where I can where I could come out and play music without getting licks up with his music, because there's so many times I'm playing music and they're muting my music. And so I did say last night, earlier in the program today, that thanks to DJ Fest and GMA Plumbing and a couple other guys who came together and did their toy drive yesterday. And oh my God, they get a lot of toys yesterday. And I want to commend all of you who have contributed. Thank you, DJ Fest, for always standing up to the needs of our community and especially our Guyanese community back in Guyana. So many children will be happy, all right? Don't forget, to whatever you do, always be kind to each other, right? So, yes, Fest, get some music up for me. I'm going to see how I'm going to call you tomorrow. Let's see how we can get things together. Yeah, I feel so pumped in the studio. I You would not believe it. New flooring. I'm gonna it's paint new. You guys can't see it, and you're gonna see one two good shows. I am driven to continue this. So let's talk a little bit about and again, I want to say thank you guys for last week's show. We amassed over 4,000 views, and to be honest with you, not it's a lot of preparation for these shows. I do a lot of reading, a lot of editing. I do stuff so that when I come here, I would be able to know what I'll be talking about and what information would be able to that you guys would be able to grasp. I don't want to come here and talk the medical stuff. I try my very best to break it down for you guys. And being a nurse for over 35 years, it helps me to break things down for you guys. Oh my God, Melina, I thank you so much. Melina, you were on my mind all day today. Ladies and gentlemen, give a clap sign for Melina, and Ryan Jeffrey and all the people who have done that toy drive yesterday. And I have to tell you, it's from what I'm following, and it makes me so emotional that um Melina, she is one person, and I'm so glad I get to talk to get to cross path with her. She don't want to come on the radio, but Melina, I this is a personal message to you. I applaud you, I congratulate you, and thank you so much for all that you do. You know, give her a clap, everybody. Ryan, y'all clap, give her some love, because she's doing so much and so much things that we don't know. She have also paid a couple $100 to ship a little crate for us to send Pampers to Guyana. So um sometimes I like to say these things because oftentimes people don't get to know those who give in the community, and we hear the bad things, but I want to use my platform to say the good things. So um Dale and absolutely, and her husband. So thank you so much. And if we have today, I was thinking, if we have 10 people, which we have a lot of people to help, like Melina and her family, this world will definitely be a great place to be in and be in. So Melina, I from the bottom of my heart, I this is a personal message to you, your family, all those who partake in this toy drive to send toys to Guyana. Thank you so much. May God bless you guys. And don't forget, guys, if you need any kind of plumbing work, don't hesitate to call them and support them so that they'll be able to support our community more. And her family is awesome, yes. And I was telling my wife this morning too about them. So in I will be promoting them more. And I would hope that sometime in the near future, I'll have to get one to be able to help me sponsor my show so that I will be able to do more for our community and to do more for the show. All right. So let's talk a little bit about if you find out, I could imagine that if you get diagnosed with HIV AIDS or any kind of disease, really, but we are keeping it real to HIV and AIDS, it has to be difficult. It is a difficult thing to find out that, you know what, you get diagnosed with AIDS. But like I tell you, I've had so much experience working with patients who with AIDS that it's not like a death sentence like before. Like I said before, people continue back in the days, you would see people lose weight with skin condition and they will live for a couple of months or a couple of years and you will find they will die. But now with the advancement of treatment, you find that people are living 10, 20 years with HIV AIDS. So that's give you a hope. And I tell people that sometimes I have discussions and I tell people that it's best sometimes if you have to choose between cancer and AIDS, it's best you get AIDS. The truth of the matter is that if you get cancer, it's painful, it pull you through the mud, and you got to get so much therapy and treatment. And whereas with AIDS, you get one tablet a day that you have to take and you have to follow your doctor. Whereas if you're diagnosed with AIDS, sometime within 6 months you're gone. So one of the things is the most important step is beginning antiviral therapy, which is the ART therapy, that lower your amount of virus load in your blood. Also, it protects your immune system. It prevents any kind of serious kind of illness, and it allows you to live a normal lifespan. Like I said, if you HIV, you can live over 20, 30 years. I have had patients who talk to me consistently that they're living over 20, 30 years. And one of the thing is that um, when your viral load becomes undetectable, listen to this very carefully. If you're HIV positive or you got AIDS, and if your viral load is undetectable, guess what? You cannot transmit that disease. And it's referred to as U equal U. It's undetectable and untransmittable. So that means if you got it and you take your medication consistently, you can have sex and don't transmit to anyone. The other things, which is kind of simple, but I want to reiterate this. You want to take your medication, follow up with your appointment, follow up with your doctor's appointment consistently, regularly. Try your very best not to skip your doctor's appointment, right? And you want to monitor, your doctor will follow up with your viral load and your CD found core, your CD count 4. Also, your doctor will support you with any side effects or any emotional changes. And I want to tell you too, when you get diagnosed with AIDS, oh my God, it can be very frustrating. It could be hard to tolerate, to deal with. But like I said last week, if you have family members who are there to support you, it makes it very easily. And you could end up having depression. One of the things that I want to tell you is that, and it's fine, it's okay, it's understandable that if you get diagnosed, you could end up in depression, but there is help out there. Don't let depression take you away to commit suicide and so on. Make sure you speak to your doctor, let your doctor know exactly how you're feeling. If you're feeling depressed, They will get you on some antidepressant medication, things like Zoloft, Prozac for your depression, and you could get treatment very easily. Okay. One of the things that I want to tell people too is that the truth of the matter is, in America here, if you have if you are diagnosed with HIV, you can get free housing. A lot of things you get free. You get free medication. All right. Um, take your medication on a consistent basis. Let's say, when I say consistent basis, that if you're taking your medication consistently every day at 9 o'clock, you want to do that, take it every day at 9 o'clock. Do not skip your doses. And let's say by chance that you forget your doses, what you need to do is to take it as soon as you remember, right? But don't forget to take your medication. If you are an older person, or you keep forgetting, one of the things that you can do is get an alarm and set it every day for, let's say, 9 o'clock, right? Excuse me. Take your medication 9 o'clock every day. Or if you have to take it on an empty stomach, you take it at 7 o'clock just before you eat, right? I know that sometimes we have a habit, which I do too, and that caused problem for me too, because when I'm feeling better, I don't take my allergy pills. But I want to tell you, I have to start taking my medication too on a consistent basis. Let's say that you are taking your medication and you start to feeling good 100%, you feel regular. Please do not stop taking your medication if you're feeling better. If you're feeling better, that's a good thing. That's where you want to be. And that's what you will continuously to do. Take your medication every day. And um and you want to make sure too that sometimes people crush their medication and they take it however they want to do. Make sure you follow your doctor and hear what your doctor tell you to do. If your doctor said take your medication whole, you make sure you take your medication whole and don't crush them up. Okay. The other thing is that I know that people like to do, you have to follow your doctor. If they say take your medication or take away food, follow you. And if you have questions, you can ask your pharmacist, the person who are giving you the medication. um, they can help you with any information. Also, you can reach out to me at any given time. Also, I want to tell you that there are times that you will take your medication. It may make you feel nauseous, or it may make you throw up, or it makes you feel uncomfortable. The best thing to do is to talk to your doctor. Let them know if this medication is causing stomach upset, any problem with you. Talk to your doctor. They can always change your medication or advise you to take it with milk or with food or whatever it is. All right. Your your professional, your doctor, your therapist, um, they will provide you with long term care. You know, also, as I was talking about therapists, if you feel that you need to talk to someone professional and you're not worried that they're going to tell people that you have AIDS or you have HIV, make sure you talk to a professional so they don't go and tell anybody that that boy they got AIDS, or don't go take anything from that boy because he got AIDS. Because sometimes when people are ignorant, they don't know this, they share false information. And I'm glad I'm telling you this, because if you're HIV positive, it doesn't share. You can't share it to someone with toilet bowl on the toilet bowl. You touch them, or if you kiss them, or you eat from them. On a I got a little emotion there talking about Melina, how kind she is, and her family. So make sure you know the facts. You know truth. HIV is transmitted by blood to blood. You know what I'm saying? And through sexual contact. One of the things that, like I said last week, and I'm maybe different people watching, is that you can probably get HIV by oral sex, but the chances are very slim. And the chances could be because um, what happened is that if the person have a cut in their mouth and they're bleeding, and you probably have a cut in your mouth, or you get a scratch in your mouth, then you could get it at the same time. But the chances are very slim. Like I said, take your medication as doctor order. And an HIV diagnosis can bring shock, fear, shame, anger, why me, and or confusion. And I have to tell you this: this feeling is kind of normal. I was going to bring Doctor Narendra to talk a little bit about this, but because the studio is not fully set up as yet, I didn't know what was going to happen. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but I'll bring him on another day. The other thing is, in the United States, they have support groups where you can go and meet people with HIV, with AIDS, people who have this diagnosis, people who are like minded and would discuss how you feel. And they can also help you with your diagnosis. They could give you emotional support. They can also help you navigate the best care there is. They can help you um, get to the right doctor, to the best doctor there is, help you get care. And I want to tell you, if you live in the United States, and try to get in touch with HASA, and they give you free housing, right? I want to say thank you. Hafiza Khan, she is another star in our community, a very humble, kind young lady. Um, she is always supporting any activities we have in our community. She's always dressing up, showing up. Hafiza, I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your love and your support. And sometimes we have a conversation here and there. Thank you for your love and support. And we have to big you up more. You are a stalwart in this community. Very quietly, but you go, you sing, you dance, and you support us. Thank you. With people like you, the world is a better place. Um, again, try to get yourself a support group. It's going to help you tremendously. Also, um, I hope that you have in your church or your mandir or your mosque a spiritual leader who you can speak to about HIV/AIDS, who can counsel you a little bit, who can give you hope, because that's what we want to do. We want to be able to give people hope who've been diagnosed with AIDS or HIV. And I want you to know, I want to give you hope that you are not alone in this world when you get a new diagnosis, whether it's cancer, it's HIV, and you did nothing to deserve discrimination or any kind of stigma. um, Maintain overall health. If HIV treatment works best when the whole body is cared for, not only your mind. Eat a healthy and a balanced diet. Um, and also, you can, because sometimes you can lose a lot of weight, speak to your doctor and ask them to put you on to see a dietitian. Or if you guys want me to talk about diet, which I can do next week on diet as related to HIV, I can do that. I probably should talk about what's best for you to eat and how to choose your food. um, and I want to tell you too, when you look at your plate, it should be very colorful. Eat a lot of green leafy vegetable, kale, pak choy, right? Broccoli, all these kind of things. If you guys want, I could do a show. uh, Hi, my wonderful aunt Dolores Sigobin. She's watching from Guyana. Good night, my darling. Love you. Take it easy. Enjoy your vacation. Hope all is well with you. Um, Another thing that we need to do, or you need to do, um, if you're HIV positive, you want to make sure you exercise, move your body, keep your body active, and you will enjoy the benefits of that, right? Another thing that's you need to do, you need to sleep. Get ample amount of sleep. You need to get at least 7 8 hours a night sleep. You need to get sleep that will, because when you're sleeping, that's when your body do the repairs of the cells that's been destroyed. So you need your sleep. If you for some chance that you are not able to sleep, ask your doctor to give you. There's so many sleeping pills out there, Benadryl, melatonin, that's off the counter. And I'm not a doctor telling you what to do. I'm just telling you, you can talk to your doctor. They could order something for you to sleep, because sometimes when you have these kind of disease, it could give you a hard time to sleep. It makes it hard sometimes. It's not an easy thing. Um, one of the biggest thing that I find too, I speak to people, um, is that people sometimes get stressed out. And like I said, it's normal to get stressed out in the beginning of your diagnosis, but try your very best to get help. There is help out there, right? Don't get yourself too stressed out. Manage your stress. Um, do things like yoga and all these kind of things, right? Um, build a strong support system. One of the best thing that you can really do, actually, if you have any kind of sickness, and is build a strong support system. Choose people who love you, who will support you, who understand confidentiality. It's important, and who would encourage your treatment plan. Sometimes you get HIV and you talk to people, and they go and tell everybody your problem, you HIV positive. Find people who love you and who will keep your secret, who will keep that confidentiality rule. And the thing is that there's a lot of laws very concerning about AIDS and HIV. You can't go tell a lot of people about people's HIV status. There is a lot of laws about that, and I should really continue the show next week and talk about the laws about HIV. Right? And having the right set of people around you, that's the best thing. And practice safe and fulfilling relationship. Not because you have AIDS that mean you can't have a partner or a healthy sex life or a family. Children without transmitting HIV. You can have AIDS and don't or HIV and don't transmit it, as long as you discuss it with your doctor. And you and your partner could have the best sex there is, right? And you could continue to live a long time. And like I said, modern medicine protects both you and your loved ones. And remember, if you're HIV positive and your partner is negative, your partner could take medication to help them not to become HIV positive and continue to live your life. You can work. You can have a regular job like me and you. I see people with HIV positive living a life. They work, they have house, they have everything that you and that I have. Um, they work, they study, they travel all over the place. They have hobbies just like you and I, right? And they still plan for the future. HIV is a medical condition that requires treatment, and I want to encourage you and to tell you that it's not a death sentence, um, and it's not the end of your dream. So again, if you becomes HIV positive, know that your life, you could still live a purposefully driven life, and know your rights. You have the right to confidentiality. Like, people cannot be talking about your HIV status or share it with people. You can take them to court. Non-discriminatory. People can't discriminate against you because you are HIV positive, right? Not because you're HIV, you can't get a housing for anybody, or you can't get a loan. You are entitled for everything that everybody else get. Whereas employment and, like I said, housing protection. Now in New York City, if you are HIV positive, you get free housing. you get medication, and you get a whole lot of things. I should, I probably next week I'll do some things that you're entitled for here in New York. I think it's a good idea because I don't know in our community if we do have. We, of course, we have people with HIV positive, definitely, and if they know um, what are some of the benefits that they will be able to get. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get things like disability, but I will definitely find out. Find hope and purpose. Many people live living with HIV go on to advocate for others. Absolutely. And when I mean advocate for others, be able to stand up for yourself and other people, right? You can go and work at a hospital, you could work at a clinic. I help people to direct them how they could get help. You could educate your community about the transmission about HIV, some of the benefits they're entitled for, and also help you build a loving family and pursue passions, live with strength, dignity, and with joy. Your diagnosis does not define you, your courage does. Again, your diagnosis does not define you, but your courage and determination encourage you. And I want to tell you that um, with all that I've said, I want to encourage you that no matter what, if you are HIV positive, take your treatment, follow up with a doctor appointment, eat healthy, exercise, right? You must be able to manage your stress level, right? And just be kind to the world and be kind to yourself and your family. All right. I think that's about it tonight. Next week, I'll be coming back. Like I said, the show is short. I'm working on, I'm working with my computers, with I did my flooring, I did everything else. So I'm gonna have some music next week for you guys. On that note, my sister Anita Dowlat Ram is watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. All right, and I'm gonna reach out to Marta DJ Fest, um, so he could help me get some music that I don't get target target sometime. And as you guys know, I'm about to finish my book. I have to get in touch with Victoria, and probably I should. I don't know why Victoria don't want to do a show with me, but I have to get her to do a show sometime or the other. I know she's busy with school. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Have a great week, everyone. God bless all of you. Peace out. I hope this show tonight was a source of understanding and some form of educating.